In lesson 4.2, we're going to continue looking at exponential growth and decay, specifically looking at how we can use tables, graphs, and equations to help us model these situations. We're also going to look at how those different representations can help us solve different kinds of problems. So in this first problem here, we are told that Priya borrowed $160 from her grandmother. We then are told that she pays off 1/4 of the remaining balance each month. So let's set up a quick table here to help us think about this situation. We'll have month, and we'll have how much money she owes. So the first question we're asked is, what amount will Priya pay her grandmother in the third month? So let's think about this. At the beginning, after 0 months have passed, she owes $160. Well, she's going to pay off 1/4 of that in the first month. So she's going to pay $40, which means that after 1 month has passed, she now only owes $120. And we can keep going with this. If she again pays off 1/4 of what is now remaining, the $120, well, 1/4 of 120 means she's going to pay $30. So now after 2 months have passed, she only owes $90. We've got to go one more step here. 1/4 of $90, and you might want to take out a calculator for this one, is going to be $22.50. So let's see, that means that at the end of 3 months, Priya is still going to owe, let's see, I think this is $67.50. But let's make sure we answer the question. What amount will Priya pay her grandmother in the third month? So that's that third payment there. And that third payment is the $22.50. In the first month, she paid $40. In the second month, she paid $30. And in the third month, she paid $22.50. So the second part of this problem now moves on a little bit, and now we are thinking about, well, let's try to figure out a shortcut or a faster way to determine the balance that Priya owes her grandmother. So let's look at this equation. The 160 is just the starting amount. That's how much Priya owed right at the beginning. And that's the number that we're going to be kind of changing as we go through this problem. Where is this 3/4 coming from, though? That's the interesting part. So this one, if we break this down a little bit, we can figure out. Remember, if you multiply by the number 1, well, nothing changes, right? So 1 is kind of our baseline number that we are multiplying by. But we know that Priya is taking away 1/4 each month. So really we're going to do 1 minus 1/4 of whatever the quantity is. Well, 1 minus 1/4 gives us that 3/4. Or another way to think about this, if you have, like, I'm going to go to the classic example. If you have a pizza and you take away 1/4 of it, you're left with 3/4 of it. So that's why we're multiplying by 3/4 each month. And then there's this little exponent of 3. Well, that exponent of 3 is just because 3 months have passed, so we are multiplying by 3/4 3 times, because exponents do repeated multiplication. So that's why this expression will successfully figure out the balance Priya owes at the end of the third month.